Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be talking about this Punisher drone. Now, the Punisher drone, let's see what Gemini AI says about it. The Punisher drone UAV is a Ukrainian-made unmanned combat aerial vehicle, UCAV, that has been gained significant attention for its use in ongoing conflict with Russia. And the first prototype was created in 2018. It's been used by the Ukrainian military and since 2022. Its role is a strike and reconnaissance drone designed specifically for that. And the drone uses strike stationary targets deep behind enemy lines. And the key features of it, it's reusable and very cost effective. And it has stealth and evasion. The drone is designed to be quiet and has a small size, making it difficult to detect by enemy air defenses. And it can be launched from catapult up to an altitude of 400 feet without a heat trail. And more recent versions have been made, more resistant to electronic warfare, GPS jamming. And it carries a payload of 2.5 to 3 kilograms, which is 5.5 to 6.6 pounds, and it uses a modular payload system, which is pretty cheap. Has a wingspan of 9.5 feet or 2.9 meters, has a maximum takeoff weight of 16.5 pounds or 7.5 kilograms, and has a range up to 28 miles, which is 45 kilometers, and cruising speed of 39 kilometers, which is 20 meters a second. The max speed is about 107 kilometers, around 55 meters a second. Operational altitude is 400 meters, which is 1,312 feet. So it's a quite popular drone, and I'll give you some tips on drawing one here in CAD. What you really need to do is find some pictures of it. Find a bunch of pictures. The more you can, the better. Just go on the internet and look for Punisher drone pictures and get all the pictures that you can of it. Then you want to, what I did, I just created a sketch of it from my pictures, all the pictures that I gathered, and, just a pencil drawing of it. And once I got the pencil drawing of it, the side view of it, and a top view, then I just went ahead and put it in here and started working on it and came up with this. And then I did a lot of research on what type of airfoil to use for the wings on this. And then I went ahead and used the airfoil that I looked up, stuff like that. And this is what I have of this, what I did. And this is form model. It's just the form here in the center here to get this fuselage. So you just use a form. And then once you have your airfoil that you're going to use, then you just do the center section here and then put another plane here and extend the wings out, rest of the way out. And the airfoil here in the back here. Now, this vertical stab, when I looked at the pictures, that's more of a flowing type that goes in here, and I haven't done that yet. Make this flow into here, so it's better looking. And I'll do that next and make this flow in here. So it's all integrated with one piece there. Then I have to look up what size motor to use for this electric motor. And because if I do decide to make this, I'm going to make this out of fiberglass. I'll just make the molds. Well, this here I'll probably just 3D print one and use that as a plug and then make molds from the plug. But let's see, can we measure from here? And this is just about 3 meters, 2.928 We're shy of 3 meters. It looks like to be about 72 millimeters, something around there. No biggie. And I'm going to put this through a program. I'll be showing you guys that program in a week or so. Of what I'm going to do here is put this in the program and see how this actually flies with this airfoil and all the airfoils and stuff that I'm using here. You see how it flies and how it performs and everything. And I'll be showing you guys that software here in a week or so. So yeah, again, since if you want to model an airplane and there are no plans for it, what you can do, like I did, is just get as many pictures as you can of it and sketch it yourself. Sketch yourself a side view, a top view, front, back. That's what you need to use to model the plane in Fusion here. And so yeah, so this is it here, and I haven't decided yet when modeling this or making molds for this, should this be split right here and then this whole section comes up here. I'm not sure. I don't know what the real one, how they separate it through here. I don't know if they do that or not, but I think that would be a viable way, is just putting a line here, and then the wings, or not the wings, but the center section will come up so you can access the internals in here. And so far, what I've seen, I haven't seen any control horns on the actual model of it. And I'm not sure if everything's inside, but if the servos and stuff. But I'll just have to do some more research and see how they did it for theirs. And then, like I said, if I decide to make one of these, this is it. Another drone that I was looking at, I didn't design this. I got this off GrabCAD. And this is it here. It's not an Orlan drone up here. It's similar looking to an Orlan drone, but it's not an Orlan drone like the Russians use. But this here has a DLE 30 in it, and propeller and stuff like that. It's looks like a very viable drone here. There's work that you'd have to do to this to make this, a viable drone. Just cut things in here and get all the hatches and servo mounts and all that in on this. But like I said, I didn't design this or anything like that. I just thought it was pretty cool. And like I said, it's got a DLE 30 up here inside of here. So I would imagine if I were to make this, since this here, I don't think these are solids, the bodies. No, they're not. These are not solid bodies. So first thing I'd have to do here is convert this and make these to solid bodies here. And then make some of the mount for this wing up here. And I have to see what airfoil this is actually on here. It looks like well, just from the looks of it right now, possibly a some variant of a Clark Y. But yeah. Said this looks similar, to an Orlan drone, but it's not an Orlan drone because the Orlan drone uses a Sato motor, and this is a gas motor. Sato's a glow motor using glow fuel. But this is nicely designed too. Very nice. And this here, the Punisher drone, I like the looks of this over the other drone. This looks more sleek, sort of like a glider. And the width of this here is just at the widest points 130 millimeters, I believe. And 130 is just about 5¼ inches. So yeah, we can put a lot of equipment and stuff inside of here. And like on this drone over here, let's see how wide this is. So this looks to be about 162 millimeters wide, and 162 millimeters wide is roughly 6½ inches. So 6½ inches wide here. And if you did something like this, yeah, this would be all open through here, and a lot of stuff you could put inside of here too. But yeah, when it comes to designing drones and stuff like that, there's so many parameters and things that you have to go over and look at. You know, like the mission of the drone. What are you using the drone for? What's it going to be? Its primary mission, reconnaissance, or other things. And we want to know if it's going to be electric, or it's going to be gas, or a combination of the two, or, I mean, fixed wing drones. Primarily is all I'm interested in. And rotary drones, like quadcopters and things like those are all fine and fine too. But I like these fixed wing drones much better because they're airplanes. And yeah, but this is what I have so far of this, and just got to do a little more work on it, and I'll decide if I want to make this or not, or I don't know. I'll see how everything goes. And yeah, I just like this, the sleekness of it. It just looks really nice. But anyway, if you want to design your own drones and stuff like that, I'll be in the next week or so, I'll be coming out with something to help you guys design your own drones and everything. And yeah, and if you need any help designing drones or anything like that, just send me an email or on my Facebook group or my Patreon site. Both are called CAD Build Fly RC. Go over there and have a look at everything over there. And if you have or if you need any help on anything like that, like this drone stuff or airplane stuff, just let me know. And if I find the time, then I can help you guys with that. And if you can, become a paid member over there, and I can help you a lot more there. So yeah, but anyway, that's going to do it for this short little video, and I will catch you in the next one.
Subscribe for more.